What is up, everyone? So today I'm going to talk about stocks versus real estate and which one's a better investment. And I don't know if there's really a better. It just kind of depends on what your goals are. And to give a background, I have been investing in stocks for probably about 8 years now. So I'm a little bit biased towards stocks. So the first point that I want to talk about is capital requirements. So with stocks, you can start with $20, $50, $100, $1,000. There really is no limit to what you need to have to invest in a stock. Obviously, you're not going to make very much money if you only have 20 bucks. But if you really want to get started, you could just throw 20 bucks in your account, invest in a stock, and there you go. So with real estate though, you need a 20% down payment to invest in a home for rental property. So say you have a $200,000 home, which is about the average price in America today. You would need $40,000 to purchase that home, and that doesn't include the loan amount, which is $160,000. So it's not exactly the best thing to invest in for someone that doesn't have much money. I know most people probably couldn't invest in real estate because they don't have 40 grand just sitting around in their bank account. The second point that I want to talk about is the ease of investing and ease of use. So anyone can invest in stocks or open a trading account. All you have to do is link your bank account to your trading account, deposit some money, pick a stock, and if you're not comfortable with picking a stock, you can just invest in a mutual fund or an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. So it's really just as easy as that. If you want to invest in real estate, you're going to have to go through an agent. First off, you're going to have to find the home, go through an agent, buy the home. You're going to have to find a tenant. Once you find that tenant, you're going to have to keep that tenant. I think with rental properties, it's about a 15% vacancy rate. Also, any repairs, so like roofs, AC, landscaping, any kind of repairs that need to be done, you will be in charge of. So I would say that investing in stocks is definitely a lot easier to do. You don't have to worry about keeping tenants or repairs. I know that's a huge headache. Another point is the fees that are associated with real estate and trading. So with trading, you pay $5 to invest in a stock or sell a stock or buy a stock. For real estate, it's usually about a 6% fee. So with a $200,000 home, you're going to be paying $12,000 to buy that home, and then if you want to sell that home, that's another 12 grand. Keep in mind that you're probably going to split those fees with the buyer or seller. So it's about 6 grand each time that you make that transaction. That's still a huge transaction in cost versus $5 just to make a trade. Stocks easily went out in that category. And another big point is the ability to make outsized returns. So with stocks, I don't want to say easy, but it's definitely possible to make 50, 100%, and even more percent gains in 1 year in stocks. And you're not going to find that with real estate. It's just not going to happen. And another huge pro to investing in stocks versus real estate is the liquidity in stocks. So say you want to sell the stock for some reason, you need the money. All you have to do is click the sell button on your trading account, which you can do on your phone, you can do it on your computer, you can do it anywhere that you want to. So if you need that money for something or just want to sell it and buy another stock, you can do it in 5 minutes. With real estate, you're going to have to go through another agent. You're going to have to try to find someone to buy that home, which can take probably at least 3 months. So those are all the pros that I can think of when it comes to investing in stocks. There are a couple of advantages of investing in real estate that I want to talk about real quick. And one of those is leverage. So say you buy $500,000 homes with a 20% down payment. So you're investing $100,000 in 5 homes for a total of $500,000 basically if each of those homes is worth $100,000. So say that those homes go up 10% of value, you basically made a 50% return on that $100,000 because each of those homes went up $10,000. So $100,000 times 10%. So each of those homes are worth now $110,000. If you have 5 of those homes, that's $550,000 total. So that $100,000 is now returning you 50%. So now that we've talked about some of the pros and cons when it comes to investing in real estate versus stocks, let's talk about the returns because that's what it comes down to. So from 1970 to 2016, the S&P 500 has returned an average of 10.3% per year, while real estate has returned 11.42% per year. And after inflation from 1950, the S&P 500 has returned an average of 7% per year. So real estate has returned slightly more, but that does reflect all the additional time. Also keep in mind that these are averages. So I mean, you can make more or even make less. I would say it's easier to make outsized returns in stocks versus real estate, but you can also invest in a company and have it go bankrupt. When you invest in real estate, that's just not really going to happen. So I mean, I would say it's easier with stocks to make above that 10%, but real estate, I would say, is more of a conservative investment. It's also what you're more knowledgeable on. So if you know what you're doing with stocks, you can easily outperform that 10% per year. So that's it. That's all I could think of when it comes to pros and cons of investing in stocks and real estate. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.